Alright, hi guys, and welcome back to my vlog. Unfortunately, today's vlog is not going to be super great. So I want to start off with saying I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to post this video or if I'm just going to keep it for myself. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to be allowed to even take any sort of videos or photos just of my family and friends specifically, because today is a funeral service, and I haven't seen a lot of my family and friends on this side since I was probably like 12 years old, and it's been well over 20 years for most of them. I've gotten a hold of a few on Facebook and made sure that some people were going to be here. I let them know what car I'm going to be in because of the COVID-19 thing, the social distancing. We have to stay at our vehicles. We can't even be at the gravesite for the service. I don't know if they're going to allow us to go one at a time, maybe to the gravesite. If anybody has any flowers or anything that they want to put on there. I don't know what they're going to allow right now. This is definitely different. There's one vehicle right there. But we are a few minutes early. The service doesn't start until 11. It is 10:32 now. We're early. They told us to show up at 11:45. I'm sitting behind the funeral home right now. There's a couple vehicles pulling in. I don't know if they're for us or if they're for something else, but they're only allowing 8 people at the gravesite itself. I have a feeling that's going to be his wife, his kids, and probably his immediate grandkids. I don't know. It could just be his wife and his kids at the gravesite and their spouses. Everybody else has to stay at their car. Unfortunately, I'm nearsighted, and I don't have the greatest hearing, so if they have no way of projecting what the pastor or whoever it is saying, whoever is doing the eulogy or anything like that, I'm not going to be able to hear it. So, I mean, I feel like if that's how it ends up, I mean, that's a huge missed opportunity right there that everybody is going to miss out on. And I think that's important. So, yeah. I think since it's going to be different than, I'm assuming, like a funeral and a service and stuff, most people get to say something, you know, if they want to say something, right? But this will probably be, people aren't going to be able to say something. And a lot of people didn't get a chance to see him in the hospital, and yeah, this whole social distancing thing just, it's ruining everything. It makes everything 10 times more complicated. It's missed moments that people aren't getting. So Pop, let's see. I think I've told you this, Michael. My favorite memory of Pop is Misha. My dad's second wife, Natalie, it's her father that passed away. And she had this toy miniature Pomeranian, this tiny little fluff ball. And Misha was quite a personality. She had to have more than one name. It's Lady Misha Marie Dawn, but we just called her Misha. And Pop was Misha's favorite person. So every time Pop came over, Misha would be right under his feet, like quite literally. When he sat down, she had to be in his lap the whole time. It didn't matter. And if somebody tried to hug him or like come anywhere near him or touch him, she would like bark her head off and snap at them and everything. And otherwise, she's just like this dog that kind of hides in the corner and, you know, is quiet and well behaved. But as soon as Pop Pop comes, like, she turns into this overprotective little terror. So I think that is probably the most pronounced memory I have of him. Was my experience of watching Misha protecting him. And he would egg her on too. Oh, he was a snot sometimes. He would egg her on. He'd be like, get him, get him. Let's see. Pop Pop. He, I believe, was a police officer. Or he was made an official officer. And he ran his own auto repair place for a while. My dad worked for him. Is that Penny and Dilly? Or, I don't know. And, that's pretty much all I know. He was married to Meemaw for 63 years. Meemaw will be here. I saw both of them at my stepsister Jennifer's 40th birthday party. I believe, was that last year or the year before? It was one of those summers in April. I don't remember. Could have been last year or the year before, but I saw them about a year or two ago. And I haven't seen anybody since. Half the family, I don't know if they're going to show up, but half the family I didn't see at the party. So, especially a lot of cousins. So this is going to be, who's in the, I'm assuming they know them because they're parked right over there with them. That looked like Dali. So, we'll see. I don't know if it would be considered disrespectful or anything to take photos with family, or to, especially to take any video. So I might ask, or I might just skip that altogether. Like I said, I'm not even sure I'm going to even post this video, so if anything is included in this video, I've had permission to do so, and everyone is well aware that this is being made. But I guess people are starting to show up, so I'm going to figure out where I'm supposed to go and park my vehicle so I'm not in the way, and see what happens. It's beautiful outside though. Look how pretty. Hi, Michael. Look how pretty the sky is. Like, especially on here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it looks gorgeous. It's beautiful. So we're up on the hill. You gotta admit, this is a beautiful cemetery.
It really is.
I don't know who's behind me. We're up on the hill up here. That red vehicle, that's Meemaw and them. So we're all lined up. I think people are getting out of their vehicles, at least to stand. It is so windy. There's Miss Lisa. That's a cousin of mine I haven't seen in forever. Alright guys, it's the next day. Tomorrow's Easter. I am cracking eggs for deviled eggs and for tuna salad meal prep. So basically I decided that I wasn't going to record. I did take a few photos. I was pretty discreet about it and polite about it, and I even put on my Facebook that I refuse to post these photos publicly at all, even with my Facebook being friends only. So I'm not going to show any photos of family and friends or anything at the event or the service. It was a small service, and it was incredibly windy outside. And the speakerphone they had for the podium, there really wasn't any speaker box or anything really going with it, so we couldn't hear anything. I didn't hear the eulogy. I didn't hear anything. And the pastor that was up there, the person that was doing the service, he did a couple, Bible scriptures and stuff like that. I'm guessing, that's pretty typical for them. But Pop ain't no copy-paste funeral. Pop was, a gun-toting, own my own business, handle my shit. Who am I gonna piss off next? Because I don't really care. It's gonna be my way, kind of thing. So it really didn't describe him. Yes, he's found Jesus. Yes, he believed in God, and he was down that path and everything, which was great. But reading scriptures wasn't him. And some of the family members that were able to sit up there at the podium, not anyone really said anything, but my sister Brooke, she basically went up to the podium because she was sitting there and she was starting to get upset over just scripture being read. There wasn't anything personalized about the service. And her mom, my first stepmother, she kind of leaned over and was like, "Are you okay? Are you going to say something?" And Brooke was like, "I need to say something. Something needs to be said," So she went up there and she let have it on that microphone. We couldn't hear anything though, but we could see the passion in what she was saying, and she was winging it. She had nothing written. She just went up there, and for about 15 minutes, you could see her hands moving, and she was going at it with this eulogy and talking about Pop and memories of Pop and everything like that. And I think that meant everything to those that could hear it up there, and it actually meant everything to be able to see that, even if I couldn't hear it. So it was a small service. We could not, some people stood at their vehicles because they were parked kind of close, but we took up like that whole road, so a lot of people kind of stood on the grass outside of the service area and just distanced apart. There was a lot of family members that had, the masks on and stuff like that, and you couldn't go up to them and give them a hug or anything like that, for various reasons. I did get hugs from my sisters. I did see two cousins that I haven't seen since I was like really young, like teenager. So it's been over 20 years since I've seen some of them. And Michael went with me. He got off work to go with me, so that was pretty cool too. But overall, I'm not happy that this whole quarantine and social distancing stuff is preventing us from being able to pay our respects in situations like this, to be able to bond with family and friends that we haven't seen in forever, to be able to come together and show physical and emotional support for each other in that time that we need to and that we should. You know, there's not a whole lot that we could do. So I did send my pictures to like 4 people that went. Pop Pop's daughter, and Brooke, and my other sister Jennifer, my cousin Angel, and my cousin Lisa. I sent the photos to. So I don't plan to really share them out or anything like that. I don't think it's disrespectful. I just think it's very private, and it's not for YouTube, and it's not for Facebook, and it's not for Instagram kind of stuff. That's a family thing, and I'm not comfortable. So, if you want your egg, these are peeling really well. I'm so happy. So I woke up today and I'm in a weird headspace. After yesterday, it was a long drive. It was 2 hours there, 2 hours back. I drove the whole way. I forgot to take my medication, so my back was spasming so bad. I was bedridden for the rest of the afternoon. My back still hurts, and I've taken my meds today, so and I was just like, all right, I need to move forward. I need to move forward, and I need to not dwell on the fact that, you know, we're so limited right now with what we can do and what we can't do and where we can go and how many people we can be around and how close and all of that stuff, which has been affecting me since day one because Michael is an essential worker and he has to go into people's homes. And I think I've said this before, you know, it really bothers me and it scares the mess out of me because I'm always the first one in the household to get sick. So it's just, it's a lot. This whole thing is just a lot to take on. And to top it off, I don't know if anybody else is experiencing this, but my house is trashed right now, and usually I'm really good at cleaning it up, but I feel like I clean something and then 5 minutes later the entire room is trashed all over again, and it's just like, I don't know. I'm losing patience. The dishes keep piling up, the laundry keeps piling up. The animals constantly are trashing their little areas. I swear the turtle tank gets dirty every 3 days. It doesn't matter how many times I clean it, how big the filter is, it gets dirty every 3 days. And that's not how it should be. It should at least be a week or two, as small as they are. So I don't know what's going on with that either. I'm falling behind. I was supposed to feed the snakes on Wednesday, and it's now Saturday, and I've pulled the rats, so I have to feed them this afternoon when the rats are thawed. So that's another thing added to my list. I have to do meal prepping and dessert prepping for tomorrow. I'm doing eggs now. I have 3 desserts to make because it's also Zane's birthday. So, once again, social distancing and stuff, we're quarantined to the house. My mom had to mail him his birthday present. I can't exactly go out and get a birthday present. I really don't have the money to order something online because then they're going to charge me shipping, and I can't keep tacking on pricing of stuff just because I want it now. I'm not that kind of person to waste money like that. I think shipping and handling is ridiculous for pretty much everything. I went grocery shopping. I am all stocked up. I missed like 3 items, but they weren't at Walmart anyway. So later tonight, when I know that the stores are usually pretty empty, I'm going to swing by Food Lion and pick up those 3 items. And leave, basically. Sticking to my diet and also monitoring Michael's diet is incredibly stressful because he's not taking photos of his food, he's not doing his accountability stuff. So when it comes his time for weigh-in, which is today, for me to put together his video stuff, I have nothing. I have nothing to show you guys. I have his weight in like one progress picture right now. I have nothing. You know, he's not sticking with it. He is losing weight, but it's the accountability part that's frustrating me because I can't be held accountable for 2 people dieting. It's just not going to happen. I'm stretched too thin as it is already. I've been doing my video editing. I've been posting every other day. I post, if you guys haven't noticed, on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then on the weekends. On Wednesday is usually the weight information, and all the other times it's just random stuff from cooking to product reviews to whatever I can think of right now. But I've noticed that views on YouTube are down. Interaction online, period, is down. People aren't really messaging each other, at least not on my end. My mom does video chats with my aunts and me on the weekends, but during the week she's working. I don't know if a lot of people are working from home or they're just tired of scrolling YouTube and going, oh, I wonder what's on. Because nobody's really uploading stuff, nobody's really commenting on anything. There's no views. And I've noticed it on everybody's channels. Everybody's stuff is going down right now. And I don't know why. I have a feeling it has to do with people sitting at home and they're bored and they don't want to sit there and watch videos. Hi, Zane.
Hello.
What's up? Hold on, I'm still editing videos. File, new project. Don't want to save that project as a project. I've already saved the video. You. Where is... I wish this thing would cooperate with me better. So money's become an issue, despite Michael still working. You know, I've been trying to cut back on electricity and stuff like that because Michael, when he's home, which he was home for a full week, and now he's off 3 days a week for work, which is better than what a lot of people are doing right now. My brother's only working 1 day a week. But he has this horrible habit of, he gets up at like 6, 7 in the morning and he turns on the coffee pot and leaves that on, which is fine because I like coffee in the morning, but not that early. I don't get up till like 8:39. I like my sleep. And he leaves the kitchen light on, he leaves the light over the stove on, he leaves all the stuff out, he leaves the bathroom light on, the utility light on, the front light on the porch. It's like, and then as he walks through the house, he turns on every light in the house and he just leaves them on, and it's like I have to follow behind him and turn off lights all day long. And it's really frustrating. The boys really don't turn lights on. We got windows. There's windows in every room. It's not like you can't see. My bill's been over $100 every month. Last month it was like $170. This month it's only $120, which is great, which shows that I've been really diligent in preventing it from skyrocketing right now. Because I know we couldn't afford something crazy. We still have rent to pay, water, utilities, all that fun jazz. The trash man, I don't know if is coming regularly or if they're not picking up everybody's stuff or something. My neighbor's trash has been out for a week now, and it's full, Kirby, and the trash guy didn't pick it up this past Monday. And we have a black cat that's constantly walking around the house, and I know this because we have security cameras up, and it triggers the security cameras like 3-4 times a day. He's been really around the house today. I've seen him like 5 different times. And I know they're getting into the garbage because my yard was clear, and now what's really irritating the mess out of me is my entire side yard is covered in trash. From the wind blowing it over, or the cats dragging it over there, or I don't know. But I'm not exactly the kind of person that can bend down and repeatedly pick up stuff on the floor. I have a little claw thing, but it doesn't pick up everything. So that's really, really getting on my nerves, is going outside and seeing how trashed my yard is, because I don't need like the landlord or something driving by and going, oh, well, she's not taking care of the property. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not my fault. One, it's not even my trash. Two, I don't handle the fact that there's so many stray cats in this neighborhood. So my back has not been doing too well. On top of all of that, which is causing stress as well, my medication only goes but so far, which I need to pick up my medication from CVS. That egg did not peel very well. That's the only one that didn't peel very well. Oh well. I'll use that one in a tuna salad and not as a deviled egg for tomorrow. So I can't do my physical therapy, obviously. So I have to wait on that. I was prescribed physical therapy at the beginning of March, if you guys remember that doctor's appointment that I posted, where I saw the 3rd doctor. And yeah, I haven't gone once because the whole stay-at-home thing, and then they were closing businesses that weren't essential. And I know physical therapy is probably essential, as it's technically a doctor's kind of thing or whatever, but I'm not about to chance it. And other than that, you know, nobody messages me really to check up on me. Like I said, other than the video chats with my mom and my aunts on the weekends, where, I mean, yeah, we talk about a couple things, but for the most part, it's like hours of sitting there while they're knitting or whatever they're doing, and it's really no conversation. So I have to find something to keep myself busy. I've been doing diamond art. I've almost got half of it done so far. It's taken a week now. And I've been doing my painting. I need to do my narwhal, because I haven't done my narwhal yet. My little narwhal. I can't wait till the pottery place is open so I can get these fired, you know, glazed and fired. I can't wait to be able to see the finished product. I'm just sitting around scrolling my phone, and I've seen the same stuff over and over and over and over, and I've got nobody to talk to. I've got nowhere to go. I've got no energy or anything to even go anywhere to do anything to begin with. My house is trashed, which I've been working on today, slowly. I know my room needs to be rearranged, which we will get to that in another video, because that's gonna probably be either tomorrow while I'm doing meal prepping. I'm just gonna set up the camera so that the boys can do that in here, Michael and Gavin. I got a lot on my plate, and I'm sitting at home doing nothing. And I'm usually someone that I'm a stay-at-home mom, but I don't just sit at home. Usually, you know, like we go out and we do the homeschooling events and stuff. Everything's been canceled. No homeschooling events. I don't even know if we can do our end of the year evaluation stuff. Like, everything's up in the air right now. There's no answers for anything. So, I don't know. I know I'm going on a really long rant, but I'm just... how are you guys maintaining right now? How is your mindset right now? Are you staying active? Are you able to get out and do anything? Like, all our parks are closed and stuff. I can't even go out and go for a walk. I can't go sit by the river like I like to do. How are you, if you're dieting, how are you sticking to your diet? Are you doing well with that? Michael and I are doing okay because I am obsessively meal planning and stuff like that. I don't allow snacking right now. I can't afford it. I probably have like $100 left to be able to spend on food for this month right now. I don't even know what next month's gonna look like. I don't even have that planned out yet. How are you doing with that, with being stocked up with stuff that you need, with your groceries, with cooking and trying to avoid snacking and stuff like that? How's your toilet paper hoard? Still there? Yeah, so I'm gonna end this video. I really appreciate everybody that has been there for me, everybody that has given their condolences to the family for, Pop. And I have a lot of preloaded videos for the next 2, probably 3 weeks already posted that will go on a schedule. They will upload on their own at 7 a.m. Like I said, I post Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and on the weekends. The Wednesday videos I'm going to have to do as needed, but aside from that, if it comes to recording anything right now, it's just going to have to be like my cooking videos where it's music and kind of fast forwarded. I don't have the energy right now to really do anything significant, and I'm going to apologize ahead of time if that's just bothersome in any way. I gotta do what I gotta do for me, I guess. So thank you all for tuning in. I will catch you all in another video at another time.